Oh,
Okay. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for joining this webinar. I am Viet Trong from Institute of Informatics and the developer maintainer of the FedCloud client. And today I would like to present how we would use FedCloud client to manage services in EGI Cloud Federation. So FedCloud client is a simple but powerful client tool for working with OpenStack side in EGI Cloud infrastructure. It's very simple. It means that you can set up the client in 1 minute. You do not need any space and privilege, and it can very simple syntax for using it. So do not have to learn everything. But it's also powerful. It means that you can work with on-site, on VO. It's customizable, it's extensible, and it has many advanced options. So even advanced user can have use how to use it for programming, for automation, for scripting, and so on. And the most important thing is federated. It means that it's considered the Azure cloud infrastructure as a whole. It means that even we have a many side, many VO, but the client just take a side and VO as a parameter and it work and whole federation without differences between side and VO. So the first, I would like to introduce how to make a setup of the client. So the setup is very simple. Just one command. You can choose to install the FedCloud client via pip. It means that pip install FedCloud client. Or you can just use Docker container. It's already created. It means that Docker run and the Docker container. For working with EGI Cloud Federation, you would need access token, and you can also choose to get access token from EGI check-in via this link, or you can use ODC agent to remember and keep in the access token in the safe key and then provide this. So you can choose to export access token directly or use this ODCC agent account. And it's on. You can start to use FedCloud to manage resources in EGI Cloud. Yes, some more work about the way how to get access token because I received many questions relating to the access token mainly for new user. If you want to get access token from EGI.eu, it means that you can go to website and you just take this line, this third in the rectangle, this command, not the refresh token. No, just take this command and execute it. The token here is we show in clear text, so I cannot make a demonstration. And it token it will expire in 1 hour. It means that after 1 hour, you need to generate the token again. So it's not recommended for production. But for testing, for with testing is suitable. So you can just execute the command you copy from SpecBy. It means that kill boss, something like that. And it will generate a JSON string where you have an access token. And this here's your access token. You can copy the access token and set it to your environment variable. And yes, on. Your second way and the recommended way to getting access token is from ODCT again. It's secure, it's comfortable to serving access token, and so I strongly recommend it for production. The ODCT again work like the password manager or SSH agent, it means that you do not have to expose the token in free text. You can just register an account once from via this simple command, and after that you just load the account before using and export your account name to the environment variable. And the agent will refresh access token automatically when it expires, so you can work for a long time without care about if your access token expire, if you have to refresh it again. So it's on from setup. So I would like to leave demo to show how it's easy to do it. So I stop sharing my presentation, and I will share my terminal. Share screen. So I hope you can see my terminal now.
Yes.
So I can make some demo of other directory for demonstration. So its directory is now empty. I just take make a virtual environment. So I activate virtual environment, and now just pip install FedCloud. So it's on from installation. If you want to install it for permanently, you don't have to do it via virtual environment, but I can do it because I can easier to demonstrate without affecting my directory. So from this moment, everything is installed in this directory. So if you don't don't want to use it anymore, you can just remove this directory and it's on. So the FedCloud is installed. So I just now load in the ORCD agent account. It's via command. It means that the first command is logged in the account, and second command here is export the account name to the environment variable. So it's on. So the account logged it, the environment is set, so I can start working. So the first command, I would recommend everyone to check which VO you belong to. So I belong to several VO, IDC, ELC Synergy, VO Access, FedCloud, and every several one. So I can list which site are available in the infrastructure. Yes, you see a list of sites is here in the variable. And now I can start to work with the OpenStack site at any site. Just with the OpenStack, for example, image list, and you just give us your site. It's I set FedCloud here, and VO access. You can see it's working. So it's very simple to set up. It's very simple to run. For example, if you want to list which VM are available on your site, so just change the command to server list. You can see just many VM available in this site, but the format is not so nice, so you can change. You want to see only the name and the flavor. Yes, so you can shorten the column, so it's not broken now. You can see only the name and the flavor. You can see the VM available on site in the federation. It means that you can see it going from side to side to see it. You can see it side, this side, if you so you can see everything from every side. And now it's some notion here. For example, the VO access is not available on each side, and it's so it's some error message. If you want to ignore the error message, you can just minute E or minute ignore missing view. So you can check again. So it's no more error message about missing view. But yes, in some other error, it means that the site certificate is not supported because this site is still using a certificate. It's provided by local national certificate authority. So for this fishing this, you can use sorry, you can use a script that I have written for installing certificate. Your script will make a copy of your current certificate and now install EGTF certificate to the certificate storage of your site. Now and finally, you can make a clean output from every site. So now your setup is really completed. You can see it's no any error message. So it's a short demonstration. I would like to my present. So I stop sharing and return back to my presentation. So I hope you are seeing my presentation now in full screen.
Yes.
Okay, so yes, this command I have make a leave demo, list view membership, list available site, access some OpenStack command in every on the given site and view. Here some command list of OpenStack command that you may with each symbol syntax. For example, for listing VM, you have a server list, server show, server create, server delete. For managing image, so your image list, image show, and similar simple command from OpenStack. You can work with OpenStack interactively via OpenStack in command. It means that you can give only your site and the view, and from you have an interactive window, you can type command what you need to see, and you can see work interactively several commands at the same time without authentication again. The third one is, as I said before, the FedCloud client is very simple. It should work out of the box without any customization. But if you want to adaptation, you can customize it in several ways. For example, you can make it the shell local config for faster loading. You can solve the problem of EGTF certificate and so on. So that I have a live demonstration before. It means that if you receive a message like a exception from some site, it means that the site is using certificate is not supported by default on your operating system. You need to install the additional certificate from IGTF. Yes, with two simple command, download the script from GitHub and execute script. You can share the site configuration to your local directory, and then you can edit it. You can modify it if according to your needs. It means that you can delete the site. It's not important to you. You can add some additional video if needed, and so on. And if something wrong, you just execute the FedCloud site config again. It will override on your file with the default from GitHub. The FedCloud client also supports chain completion. It means that you can set the completion either this one or this way. And after activation chain completion, you can just type FedCloud site and tap twice, so you can see the list of commands supported on the client. For your comfort, we have also provide Docker container for FedCloud client. The advantage of the FedCloud client container is that it has everything pre-configured. It means that you have a site configuration shell locally, you have a ODC agent installed, you have a EGTF certificate installed, chain completion activated, everything. So now it additional installation that run the client. So I will make a demo for this container. So I share my terminal again. I just check. Okay. Now container is running. So I just start the container, but it's a little longer because I want to attach the OICD agent account to the container and give its name. So the command is little longer, but yeah, you can copy and paste it. It's not important. So execute it. So the container is running now. The first command I would like to do is again loading the ODC OIDC agent account. It means that now the again is loaded, so you can just again some command here. For example, I set some command from if size. By default, I have attached some command in the history. For example, I have this command attached in history before, so I just make a shift up, and you can remember the command in history. I don't have to type on command again and again. So it's very comfortable. And when I have finished my work, I can just access. And it's now important, if I want to return to my work, I just type this command start the container again. So I reuse the container I have terminated before. So everything is remember. So I don't have to start new container, but I can use my history. I use container. It has already created. It's faster and it is more comfortable if you have everything preset and remember on your container. So do not start a new container after finish, but you can reuse the container that you have terminated before. So it's more comfortable for you. So I return back to my presentation. Sorry. So it's here, as I said before, I attach the ODC again to the container and reusing the container after termination. It means that I can reuse every container that have finished before. So at first, you have a better history, and second is much faster. Now some short mention about advanced OpenStack usage. It means that, as I said before, you can make selected, so only selected column. So it make a better output from your terminal. You can choose to have an output in other format, for example, jam, so you can see longer output with more property of every message. You can run a single OpenStack command on every side by setting the side at on side. And you can make the output from FedCloud command as the bit JSON format. And with this JSON format, you can make another processing via scripting, for example, with JQ command. So it's, for example, you can make some automation and programming with FedCloud. For example, you can use FedCloud for setting OpenStack environment for external tool. For example, if you just execute FedCloud side environment, so you can see it's print the export command for every environment needed for OpenStack. So you can just make event, and you can have every environment for your OpenStack side set, and you can work directly with OpenStack side without FedCloud. You can use external tool with OpenStack side. As I said before, you can produce the output as JSON format, and then you can use JQ for processing the output. For example, is here you can select only flavor with 2 GPU to CPU. So you just make a very simple filter, select the serial name and the command will print only the file with two CPU. You can make a much more complex with some processing. For example, it's here you have a three filter together. The first filter selecting on side with error code is 0. It means that without error. Second filter select only flavor with GPU, and the third filter select only side with non-empty region. And the region of on command is print only the flavor supported GPU. Of course, you can make a programming with Python by calling some function directly from your Python code. It means, for example, you can simply set token, size, VO, and the command you want to do, and you can FedCloud stack with parameter, and will just return the error code if and the region. So if the error is 0, it means that no error. It means print the region in JSON. It's very demo code is available on GitHub, so you can just download and execute it again. The command as has Boolean help, it means that you if you type FedCloud without any parameter, it can print the list of command, and you can type every command with option help, and you can print more parameter for every command. So just try the help, and you can see which parameter for each command is needed, and so on. Or you can read the documentation from this link. Yes, many interesting feature put in the FedCloud client. You may need some time to discover it. For example, it can work flawlessly in Windows. It can you can use other syntax command size equal size not size blank size. For example, you can use minus on side at equal to this on side violation, and many other small but interesting feature just take time to discover it. So it's source code and documentation and everything you need, and it's still more improvement. So you can check it soon. So I can show the documentation side. Can you can you see this web page of documentation?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a documentation side. You can see which star. You can see it's how set up. As you think I have presented before. You can usage is more long description of every command, and how to use it in Python, how you to use it in script, and it's important. This sheet is just very short copy of every command that I have presented before. So just copy and paste and try it. And on your GitHub, you can visit the issues, such as some plan improvement that I have a plan, but it's still not completed. For example, we would like to add accessible option to sell only site that interesting for user, not the site is not accessible for user. It's not interesting anymore. And for example, you can have integrated with dynamic DNS service. It means that user can assign the host name to the VM, so you can access the VM with host name, not IP address. For example, it's also discussion. We have some discussion of new design. So if you have anything important, if any question, any bug, any report, any suggestion, so please go to the GitHub page and post it here. So please give feedback if you can. If your question is a bug report, improvement, comment. If you are advanced developer, you can make pull request to some new function and we accept it. Any kind of feedback appreciated. So it's on from my presentation. So in summary, it's a very simple but powerful client for working with OpenStack side in EGI Cloud. It's very simple because you can work in setup in 1 minute. You can learn and use it in few minutes without any complicated setting installation. But it's still very powerful for advanced user. Is you can find many uses of FedCloud for scripting, for customization, for automation, for programming with Python and everything. So just try it and learn it. And thank you for your attention. And